I wasn't even taping it. So I just made a tape that I wasn't taping. So I wanted to share a greater understanding that came to me last night. I'm always saying we don't recognize knowledge, but we do. We do recognize it. We recognize our gut instincts. We recognize our spidey senses. We recognize our intuitive hits, our premonitions. We don't understand them, and that's the key. We don't understand. What's it trying to tell me? What does it mean to me? We know gut instincts are protection. So this has been happening all through our life, these experiences, but we don't understand them. But the ego, the intellect knows that it can trust it, right? It's a protection. Spidey senses, like, what are those? What is it trying to tell me? But for me, that's a confirmation. And intuitive hits, like you'll get I don't know what you'd call it, a premonition, an intuitive hit, I don't know. But you think of somebody you haven't thought of in 30 years, and you either run into them in 3 days or you hear about them in 3 days. And then you look back at that thought and like, how did I know? What was that? And so it comes through in the moment when you're ready for it. Not before. I'm not going to bombard you. It's very gentle reclamation, returning, remembering, reconnecting to it. So it helps you understand how it works, what it is. And you can't fully describe it because it works in the moment. It doesn't work all the time. It works in the moment. If you need it, if you need that information, I'm high enough now and connected enough that it comes through in the moment. And I don't question it. Because have you ever had a profound experience where your whole body, you just knew, every cell, every DNA, everything just knew? That is knowledge. When we act, a heart attack and you act instinctively. That is knowledge. And so we have to learn how it works for us. Because you can't control it, you can't make it work for you. And so after I got up, transitioned up out of the soup of the matrix, now the few transitions I've been through, like I just went through one where I don't feel fear anymore or doubt. I have more self-trust and trust in my team and and the power within me. And I love it. It's so nice to be free-minded from that because I tormented myself all my life, my mind. It took a while to step out of it. But every step, like, there's a layer now. I know that I've just stepped into being fearless. So there will be deeper levels of fearless that I step into next. Deeper levels of courage, determination. Deeper levels of certainty. I had an experience where the certainty, there's a deep well of stillness. Marshall does a meditation for that. And it's deep. But knowledge, you don't ask it. Knowledge, what do I need to know? Am I ready? What am I ready for that I need to know about? Don't ask that. Don't ask that because you may not be ready, right? I don't ask that question because I asked it once and I wasn't ready. And, oh yeah, you got the next transition. So it's a fascinating journey because now you're taking back, you're going from up the ladder, out of step. Stepstoknowledge is like a ladder. So you go up the ladder and get to the top of the mountain. At the top of the mountain, there was a door that opened up to a zillion stairs to heaven. The stairway to heaven, all lit up. And you have to get up them by transition. And sometimes you get on that stair and there's another transition into fearlessness and courage. But I had a deep, deep feeling. And all of a sudden I was in the deep well of stillness and the courage and the certainty is so vast and deep. This is like knowledge, Knowledge, you can't exhaust it. You can't exhaust the revelations. They're recorded as spoken. You can't exhaust them because you're on a different level, a different stair. So you're seeing things differently. And, people who are in the lower frequencies and acting and harming people in the world, they're not connected to this. They're so far away from it. And the aliens, it's pretty well muted, but it's in everybody. But they don't understand it. And they don't understand humor. They manipulate the lower frequencies. They're manipulators, resource collectors. They can't overtake a world, but they can manipulate. So that's why it's important to take back control of our mind. And you do it step by step. It's gentle. It's not going to overwhelm you. It's not going to give you what you're not ready for. It knows if you're ready for it. You've done enough work. In year 2, your mind starts thinking like, the intellect and ego start thinking like knowledge. It's like autocorrecting. For some reason, it seems like it's autocorrecting. And it loves it, but it'll mimic it. So you got to be more discerning. Pay attention to where you hear the voice in your head. For me, it was by the pineal gland. Then when I first united, the first part was like more on the front lobe for ego and more back here. And then when I did unite, both are here. And now it's just one. It's just one. I don't have to figure things out because I know my team's coming through for me in that moment. Or my divine will speak in that moment. I've had an experience of that a couple of times, and the new message speaks to that. That will happen to you and you'll marvel at it. And I did. I just sat there and listened to it. I was just like, oh, so happy, yeah. Because we're trying, me and the ego, or my intellect and the ego, or we're giving over the reins to the divine. This is your show now, this aspect of the journey. Handing them over so we can step back and go along for the ride. We still have to do the technical work, you know, live in this world. But we straddle 2 worlds. All of us do. But I live more there now. But it's a slow process there's layers and levels to separation. Where everybody is on this, is separated from source in the physical reality. And this is why they have physical realities. So when worlds reach this stage of evolution, us angels come in, and we're here for a mission to help forward the race and to give our gifts to the world. The gift would be knowledge and the new message. And all worlds get this at this stage of evolution. So it's applicable to all worlds. But it's not understood. And we have to understand what this power is, what these spidey tingles are, what do they mean, you know? How does it know? And so it's learning about knowledge and how it functions and how it works. And understanding it. And the ego and the intellect are so happy. They love it. They love every experience. They can't wait for one. And it's just like big wow moments, you know? Big wow moments. And you'll find that it loves to do the new message and learn stuff. Like I'd look at everything like a piece of a puzzle. And then it would come back. You know, you could connect the dots and look at patterns. It was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's a cool journey. Would I do it again? Absolutely, because I'm free from that tormenting mind I had all my life. It's like, what greater gift can I get? They can't manipulate me, can't control me, can't overtake me, can't read me, can't find my algorithm, can't find my energy. Negative energy bounces off because I don't live in that energy anymore. I live on a greater energy. But I'm still in transition. I will have transitions and transitions. We won't stop transitioning. But I'm happy to hand over the reins and start learning how to sit back and watch. Watch the divine side handle all the rough spots, because like it knows exactly where to go, what to do, what to say. And you just sit back and inside you're marveling at it, you know. Wow, I would never have thought of that and stuff like that. But I'm not worried about, I have one mind. I don't have 2 minds thinking, you know. And it's so happy, the ego. And you know, I was always beating it up. People are beating their ego up, gotta kill it, gotta do this, gotta do that. No, you gotta integrate it. And you should thank your ego it's got you this far through life and all these, you know, experiences we have, good or bad. It gets you through them. But people are beating it up. No, we need to integrate it. It wants to find this. It seeks it in the world and it can't. And then it starts self-destructing because I know I had it and it's gone and I can't get it back because they start doing darker stuff and it goes further away. So you have to be, you know, go up the ladder. Their ladder is way longer. They're on the pits of separation. And there's hellish pits of separation. There's no hell, there's hellish pits of separation. So that was interesting. I just wanted to share that. Have a good day.